I'm here with the 43rd Governor of Florida, Governor Bush. Thank you so much for joining me for this chat up in historic and iconic Kennebunkport, your home turf in many ways. So it's so good to be here. Thank you.
Good to be with you too, Peter.
So what is it about our story and what we do that struck you and that was so important to you leading the round a couple of years ago?
You know, 10 years ago, this technology didn't exist, but if it did, the need may not have been as strong as it is today. I think social media has created a really dangerous kind of environment where people can get off the grid, basically spiral out of control. We don't have the networks around people, the safety nets to take care of them as we once did. And so I think we've seen an increase in these undescribable acts of violence. And I think corporations, museums, arenas, office buildings have a duty to make sure that their employees and their clients are taken care of.
How do you think about CEOs and safety and the convergence of physical security, but also cybersecurity, which is also top of mind for all CEOs today?
Yeah, I think the most important job for a CEO is to lay out a clear strategy for their business, but equally important is to do risk analysis on an ongoing basis. I think every board, public boards at least, should have a focus on this, and they should do risk enterprise management constantly, and this is now an issue for sure. And if you can provide a low-cost, high-tech way to be able to deal with the issues of mental illness, of people accessing guns and committing atrocious crimes, why not? Why not do that?
One of the things that I was drawn to Evolv by is our mission, right? Make the world a safer place. It's a big thing. I totally underestimated how rewarding it was going to be to do that every single day. So I feel privileged to be here, but we also have the great fortune of not only making the world safer and a good mission, but also to build a big, important, valuable company. We think it can be the first billion-dollar physical security company in the world, and we're excited about that. And when I think about our interests aligning, I also think about Finback, and it seems like those two pillars of doing good but doing well are aligned as well. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we didn't stumble into this because I'm at a point in my life where having a social impact is important. It adds value to my life personally. We found all of our investors in our fund are individuals. We don't have institutional investors, and we saw an increasing interest with these investors to be in the intersection of doing well and doing good. Mm-hmm. And this is clearly a business that does just that. I mean, our plan, our mission is to help the companies we get a privilege to invest in, help them grow. I don't want to join an audit committee. I don't want to, tell you how to run your business. You're a great leader, but we can help. And so in this space, we thought the schools, when we signed up, would be the first place that maybe we could help. That was kind of put on pause because of the pandemic. Now it'll become more important going forward. In the interim, there's all sorts of other businesses that are trying to figure out how to get back to normal. And they have to be able to provide a safe place, as you say, for public health issues, but also for security issues. And this is a way to reduce the cost of traditional security and do it in a convenient way where you can have high throughput, but take it to the bank kind of protections in this crazy time we're living in.
So Governor, mass shootings have been increasing year on year for the last decade. It's a major issue in our country and quite frankly around the globe. And with 400 million guns and lots of anxiety and post-pandemic anxiety with people, everyone wants to gather again, but we want to do it in a safe way. And today, prior to Evolv, the only technology available was an 86-year-old metal detector that's really great at finding metal, but not very good at finding weapons. And the truth is, most people aren't carrying weapons into a big venue, so you have to treat everyone like they have one until they prove they don't. So how do you think about now technology changing the dynamic around mass shootings? What responsibility do venue owners have to make sure that they can get people to come back, but in a safe way?
I think owners of all real assets have a huge responsibility. There's massive liabilities if they don't have the kind of protection, the kind of security that people expect. There's an alternative that didn't exist. You mentioned the technology. There are very few places where 80-year-old technology still is the norm. I mean, you think about it. Yeah. Everything else in our lives, we've embraced new technologies. And this is one that will, I think, lessen people's angst. For whatever reason, we're in a period where people are really anxious. They're nervous. And if you want to get people to come back to work or come back to see a baseball game or a basketball game or go to a museum, you have to give them a sense that it's going to be secure and safe. And that's what Evolv's doing. Mm-hmm. We've been involved in a lot of businesses where we've helped them grow. This is the easiest sell of any product that I've been involved in.
And why? Because people get it immediately?
They totally get it. This is the post-pandemic world we're in. Right. They totally get it now. Right now, they line up in front of these metal detectors. They're not socially distanced, of course. It's inconvenient. People get stopped. Everybody has to be checked. And if you can replace that with a better technology that can detect more things and have it be done where you don't have to have all the security officers that you had to have, and it can be done very efficiently, of course customers are going to love that. And so I'm not surprised that Evolv has seen massive growth across all of the different venues.